We are now just 2 days away from Liverpool returning as they take on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Ahead of the clash, the club have been handed a huge boost, of which we would like to share with you. We also debunk a transfer rumour that has circulated the Liverpool space over the last 24 hours, and finally take a look at the leaked 2023-2024 third kit that will divide fans' opinions. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Konate was in a philosophical mood after he reflected on France's defeat in the World Cup final, looking forward to great successes in the future. Sunday was a heartbreaking day for Konate and France as they went the distance against Argentina in the final, only to lose 4-2 on penalties. It was an evening that crowned Lionel Messi's genius, but one that set Liverpool's number 5 on the path of renewed success in the future. Konate, who won 2 trophies with the Reds earlier this year, but also fell at the last hurdle in the Premier League and Champions League, gave his reaction on Instagram on Monday. The 23-year-old took a positive outlook on France's frustrations in Qatar, channeling it as he set his sights on greater successes. He posted a photo with the caption saying, "All great successes were preceded by several great failures." As I mentioned in the intro, Liverpool return back to action again on Thursday as they take on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Ahead of the clash, the team have been handed a huge boost as Alisson Becker, Fabinho, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jordan Henderson were all pictured back in training with Liverpool on Monday ahead of the clash. All 4 should now be within a chance of featuring in Thursday's Carabao Cup 4th round tie against Manchester City. Darwin Núñez, who joined up with the Liverpool squad in Dubai this time last week, will certainly be available, with Jurgen Klopp all but confirming he will start before he netted twice in the Reds friendly against AC Milan on Friday. After that game, Klopp also suggested that Virgil van Dijk will not play a part, but you do hope that he will return in time to be available to play against Aston Villa on Boxing Day. Konate, meanwhile, is now likely to be granted at least a week off after France's World Cup final defeat to Argentina, meaning he is most likely to make his return against Leicester City on December 30th. Calvin Ramsey, who missed some training sessions in Dubai last week and was not part of the squad to face Milan, also returned to training, but Curtis Jones remains out. As the end of the year approaches, designers and key figures at Nike will be working on finalising kits for next campaign, which includes for Liverpool. The Reds are currently in the 3rd season of their long-term deal with the US manufacturer, and it has largely proved to be a popular partnership among fans. There are of course some kits that have been more sought after than others, with this season presenting 2 contrasting examples in a questionable white away kit and a standout dark green third kit. Next term is likely to be the same, with leaked colourways for 2023-24, suggesting Liverpool will wear a green spark for the away kit and a space purple for the third. The home shirt has already been leaked by reliable sources, and now Footy headlines have made a prediction as to how the third shirt will look. Space purple, which can already be seen on this season's home goalkeeper kit, will be the predominant colour, with Footy headlines predicting a clean and modern design. They also suggest they could see the white used for the logos and the LFC badge, and a dark grey for the trim down the side of the shirt. The template is set to be pretty similar to the 2022-2023 season, and the report adds with all 3 Liverpool shirts this season featuring an all-over print offset by minor details and simple collars. Liverpool's outfielders last wore purple during the 18-19 campaign that saw them win the Champions League, while before that they were purple elements on the Warrior third kit for 2013-14. With less than a fortnight until the January transfer window opening, Liverpool have been linked with a loan move for Juventus midfielder Weston McKennie. Signings, sales and loans will be permitted again in the Premier League from January 1st, and there is an understandable clamour for new faces at Anfield. This is particularly the case following the serious injuries to Luis Diaz and Diego Jota, while it is a long-held belief that Jurgen Klopp's squad is at least one midfielder short. It seems more likely that a new addition is made in the middle of the park next month, with the likes of Sofyan Amrabat and Moises Caicedo being heavily linked. A new name, though, is touted with a move to Merseyside in Juventus and United States midfielder McKechnie, with suggestions that he could join Liverpool on loan. The Mail had claimed that while the priority was to sign Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund in the summer, Liverpool remain open to loan deals mid-season. McKechnie is named as a possible target, but a temporary transfer for the 24-year-old is in one word, impossible. Liverpool has struck one loan agreement with Juventus already this season, with Brazilian midfielder Arthur arriving on deadline day in September. In the Premier League handbook, Rule V.7.5 states in no circumstances should more than one temporary transfer be from the same transferor club at any one time. With Arthur already on the books at Anfield, there is no way for Liverpool to loan both him and McKechnie at the same time. The only way to do so would make Arthur's stay permanent, which is highly unlikely, given the 26-year-old has played just 13 minutes so far due to injury. There is no option to cut the deal short either, with the player's agent explaining that it will be a part of Liverpool until at least the end of the season, with zero chance of him returning to Turin in January. After a high-profile free transfer to AC Milan in the summer, it has not been a straightforward start to life for Divock Origi. Origi ended his 7-year stay at Anfield when he agreed to join Milan on a long-term contract in July, embarking on a new challenge in Serie A. It has been a tough start for the 27-year-old, though with injury issues and a struggle for form seeing him drop down the pecking order, despite the long-term absence of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So far, the Belgian has played just 14 times for his new club, clocking 502 minutes on the pitch, with his goal and assist against AC Monza still his only contributions. Olivier Giroud has remained Milan's first-choice striker, but with France reaching the World Cup final, it had been hoped that Origi would be fit to fill in when the Serie A resumes on January 4th. But after missing the friendly against Liverpool in Dubai, Origi is now in doubt for New Year due to an ongoing thigh problem. Italian journalist Andrea Logani suggested that he should not turn around in 2023. Milan could decide to sell him in the summer. He explains that Origi's injuries is a problem, and that with his experience he should have made a difference right away, but he gets hurt too often. Having been brought in on a free, it is argued that a sale in the summer could represent a financial boost for Milan, though it remains to be seen whether they would in fact part ways with the number 27. The fact that his future is already in question highlights the difficulty Origi has faced not only in terms of his fitness, but also his impact on the pitch. Of those 14 appearances so far, he has only started 4, which is similar to his standing at Liverpool in the final 2 seasons he spent at Anfield. Liverpool defender Luke Chambers received praise from Jurgen Klopp during their time in Dubai, which he has taken as a really big confidence boost. Prior to the Reds' first friendly of the Dubai training camp against Lyon, Klopp singled Chambers out for unprompted praise in his pre-match interview. He said, "When I look at Luke Chambers, I think, wow, he has everything for a centre-half, apart from the body." It was interesting to hear the manager speak so enthusiastically over a young player in this context, particularly given Chambers' natural position has been at left-back. The 18-year-old came off the bench as the left-sided centre-back in the 3-1 defeat to Lyon, before going unused in their 4-1 victory over AC Milan. Speaking to LFC TV between the 2 games, Chambers soaked in the praise from Jurgen Klopp, and looked to address the one flaw he currently has at centre-back. He said, "When you hear something like that, it's always a really big confidence boost, but I'll just keep going into the gym and keep building up as I'm sure that will come." Chambers was all smiles throughout his interview and added, "It's always good adding a new position to your game. Left centre-back I've played in quite a few times for the under-21s, in the UEFA Youth League and stuff. In the future, you never know, I could be a left centre-back or a left-back. It's always good trying out new positions." Liverpool fans, what do you make of the big boost ahead of the Manchester City clash? And what is your score predictions for the game? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.